Yes, thank you, President, for the invitation. As it was said before, I'm the co-rapporteur because there are two rapporteurs for this very important report. This is a cooperation between the two groups, the socialist groups and the EPP. And we have one rapporteur, Madame Isabelle Thomas, from the socialist group, and me, I'm from the EPP. Just to explain, because of course, while reading your report, it's quite clear, because I would like to congratulate the author, Gwanden Brande, an excellent text. But just to give you the background, because according to the treaty, the procedure is a little bit different. According to the treaty, and then according to the regulation concerning the MFF, the first move or first step of the procedure belongs to the European Commission, and the Commission is obliged to present the proposal for MFF review at the end of 2016 at the latest. So this is the moment that they will present the proposal. Next, it will be discussed in the framework of the work of the Council of EU. And next, once it's voted by the Council, it goes back to the Parliament, and the Parliament uses the assent procedure, means just to say yes or no. Because we think this situation is very, very important and very serious, so we decided to make the first step, but it's not a formal step in a way, because we propose to make the own initiative report presenting the political position of the Parliament before the decision of the Commission. Just to say it very openly, we don't know when will the Commission present their own paper, because of course we know that everybody is waiting for the referendum in the UK. That's why we postponed our voting till 27th of July. And the plenary voting will be in first week of July, so 27th of June in Budget Committee, and the first week of July will be plenary. We are very glad that the Committee of Regions also presents its view on this stage, and not reacting on the Commission proposal, but also to present the political position of local and regional authorities ahead of any debate in the Commission and in the Council. This is the first element. The second element is that, of course, the regulation of the MMF says that it should be the review. Of course, this is a very hard debate in what it really means, the review in different languages, which are official languages in the European Union. For us, review means to verify the state of play. But we have the impression that very often the Commission thinks that the review is something different. No, but we think review is just, let's look at it, let's check what is going on, and let's make some conclusions. For us, review is just this description and explanation. We think that we should read the second part of the text in the MFF regulation, which says the review is necessary, and if as appropriate, the revision should be made. So revision as appropriate. We think that the state of play in the third year of the MFF, 14, 15, 16, shows very clearly that we need a kind of revision. So not going into details, because I think that in your report is very interesting also the proposal, just to tell you that our report in the Parliament first is a short description of the state of play of the most important element, but without cohesion policy. Because cohesion policy in the different kind of structural funds and cohesion fund, but also rural development, according to the regulation of MFF, cannot be reduced. So the national envelopes cannot be reduced even during the revision. So that's why we will stick to this text. No reduction of the national envelopes, neither national envelopes in the cohesion nor in the rural development. But in contrary, we show that the situation with the Horizon 2020, with the youth initiative, and also the question of the spendings concerning the migration crisis, but also the problem of flexibility. While describing the state of play, we say that the flexibility is limited. In fact, the flexibility for the whole MFF is now over. We don't have any margin, so it should be changed. So this is the first part. Second part is about what we propose to change. We propose to change the ceilings. We propose to change the flexibility instruments, but we also take the mission impossible by proposing that the surplus in the budget of the EU should stay in the budget and shouldn't go back to the member states. We will see what will be the result. We also think that some money which is commitments which are decommitted should stay in the budget. We also think that the commitments which has been used as a guarantee for EFSI fund, so-called Juncker fund, should be back. I mean, we should have the money from the CEF and the Horizon 2020. We also think that this is also the problem of simplification. And I think that this is a suggestion I would like to make to you as members of the Committee of Regions, because in your opinion, the proposal of the real simplification is put in the third part, means the post-2020. From our point of view, simplification should be made now, immediately. We think that we wait for the information coming, or I mean Commission also, should have the information from the practitioners, from the local and regional authorities, what is not going very well now, and to make simplification now, because if not, we will have still 17, 18, 19, 20. So we have 4 years more. If something is going wrong, or is not clear, or too complicated, it should be changed now. So I count on the Committee of Regions that you will support us with this fight to make the change. What we will also call revision, because it should be revised. Of course, I cannot open the long explanation what kind of simplification it can be, but you as practitioners, you know better what is the real obstacle. And of course, the third part, which I will not enter into details, is what about the post-2020? And just to finalize, in your opinion, it's also mentioned that the Commission is obliged to prepare the new perspective at the end of 2017. So in fact, we have 1.5 years to discuss before the Commission presents the new perspective. It's very, very limited. We know very well that if the system is not ready in 2018, we will be late again 2 or 3 years. The system should be ready in 2018. So that's why we need a very strong support from you, a concrete information, a concrete arguments, and the proposal to change the system now. Because something we change now will have the influence of the post-2020. But of course, we cannot take the situation like business as usual. Let's discuss, let's discuss 3 years, and after 3 years, let's start to think. No, I think we don't have time. We should change it now. So thank you for your opinion, which is very helpful for us, because, you know, in political world, it's not just about facts. Very often it's something which I can have in my hands as argument on paper, using it. Listen, local and regional authorities, they present this view. We need it. So that's why we count on you, and we count on this strong pressure not to wait, to change, and to show what is going well and what is not going very well,